Hey there guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Lost Odyssey. In the last episode we installed the third magic gauge at the top of the Ypsilon Mountains at the peak. And then we came to Uhra and headed over to Gongora's mansion in search of magic capsules, which is what the other technician at the Grand Staff Construction Base wanted us to collect. And while we were going through Gongora's mansion, we went into the secret cave and looted the whole place for items. And we also found a spear with Gongora's voice recorded on it. And that gave us some pretty good insight on why Kime and the other immortals came to this planet in the first place. And it gave some pretty good background on the story. It filled in a lot of the blanks. And we collected all the magic capsules. So now we're ready to turn that in. But before we do that, we're gonna go ahead and head over to Terrace Cave. So go ahead and exit Uhra and head to the world map. There's a few more things we're going to take care of. And select Terrace Cave from the list to be taken there. Now this area is kind of a tricky little area. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to start off on the south side and work your way around.
Hey, take the initiative, I always say.
Maybe next time.
Alright, so on the west side of the cave, there is a path that we can take to the south that leads to a chest with 3 adamantine ores. After we grab that chest, there's 7 chests in this area, or 7 items I should say, that we need to grab. So after we've got that, continue up the west side of the cave to reach another chest. And this contains 2 dark demon notes. And that's as far as we can go on this side. So go ahead and head back down and take the east path this time.
Maybe next time.
And go ahead and slide down back over to the east side of the cave. Oh, no way. And we accidentally slid too far down. Wow, I can't believe that. place is confusing because a lot of the paths lead to a dead end. Or if you accidentally slide down too far, you're going to have to loop around the whole place again. So go ahead and try and take it as steady as you can.
Maybe next time.
And then when you get to the wide open area of the cave, if you head to the right, and then down a little ways, we can't reach it just yet. Because we have to go higher up. But you can see a glowing orange dot in the middle of the cave.
Don't overdo
Which
it.
marks a treasure. We have the treasure hunt information for it, so it is now marked on our map.
Maybe next time.
So go ahead and take the slide down towards the middle. There's going to be 2 slide downs, and then you're going to want to slide down the third one, and you'll know you're in the right spot. And then very carefully on the right hand side of the slide down, hug the east wall, and you should come to a treasure chest with 2 glacial ices. So from here you're going to work your way to the northeast and jump over a gap in the road to come to another chest, well 2 chests actually, and this one contains a Windus bomb. And further up to the northeast is another chest, and this contains the cubic music score 7. So that's awesome. After we've gotten that, jump back over the gap and this time head to the west. But unfortunately we cannot go up that way. So we're gonna have to loop around again now that we've looted the 2 chests at the northeast side of the cave.
You got it.
So that makes
Maybe next time.
that makes 5 chests that we've opened. Let me make sure. Yeah, that makes 5 chests that we've opened. And there's 2 more chests in this area we need to get, along with some treasure from a treasure hunt. So again, go ahead and loop around the west side of the cave. You're going to want to head in the northwest direction until you can't go any farther northwest.
I'm gonna bury you.
It's kind of tricky, but try to consider this area kind of like a clock. The bottom half of the area works clockwise, in a clockwise motion. But once you reach the top works counterclockwise, and you kind of got to cut through the middle. So if that makes any sense, that's kind of how you want to. That's kind of how you want to picture this place. So in the middle, we're going to go ahead and cut right, and we're gonna take the upper path this time, and then head farther up and to the west. So now we are at the very top of the northwest, and it's hard to see if there's a chest down here or not. I'm just gonna guess and say no, there's nothing over there. So now we're gonna go ahead and head towards the east side of the cave, but we can't because there is a slide. Okay. So go ahead and try and slide down directly below the orange dot on the map, and then follow the path around to the right and slide down. Now we should be at the right spot for the treasure. It's just in the middle area of the cave, in the wide open section. And whenever you're right on top of it, the controller will start vibrating. So go ahead and pick up the treasure to obtain 12 Master Thief tools. And that was the treasure hunt, by the way. So with that out of the way, go ahead and slide down. And this time we're going to take the upper east path. And continue hugging the east wall and heading north. And you should find a chest with 3 adamantine ores. Now with that out of the way, we can continue heading west at the northern part of the cave. And the last chest should be at the northwestern part of this area.
Looks like we have to fight.
So we only need one more chest in this area.
Maybe next time.
Okay, so remember, just hug the northern part of the cave wall and slide down the west slide. So we should now be at the... We're going to look for a path that branches to the south. And it contains the last treasure chest in this area, which is, you can open it for 2 Mother Nature spirits. So just remember, guys, there are 7 chests in this area, and there's 1 treasure hunt to find. So now that we have all the chests, you can go ahead and slide down the rock slide to the west and follow the west path back down to the southern part of the cave.
Oh no, look out!
It's kind of tricky, but once you've got it down, you will be able to navigate your way pretty easily through here. There's just a lot of dead ends, so it's basically trial and error. Just keep going down every path until you eventually find the right one with the treasure chest that you're missing. So once we got everything, go ahead and get back on the Nautilus. And now that we have the cubic music score 7, which we got from Terrace Cave, go ahead and go back to the city of Uhra one more time. And that should mark pretty much all of the side quests that we can do for now. And we're going to have to come back later and finish up the Magic Gauges side quest. But unfortunately we can't complete that quest right now because we don't have a ship that'll travel through the hypercurrents. So back at Uhra, go ahead and head over to the taxi and choose the Central Station Square. And we are going to go ahead and head to the Central Station Square so that we can play the cubic music score 7. And when you arrive there, go ahead and go up to the guy with the musical cube and talk to him. And choose to give it a shot. And we now have number 7. And we played 1 through 6. So go ahead and choose to play music score 7. And now the difficulty will be 4 stars. So it's kicking up a notch. And you're going to need a party of 5. And the letters that you need to memorize are E, E, D, C, C, D, D, E, D, C, G, G, F, E, E, and D, C, D, E, C. So we have 4 turns worth, and we're going to need a maximum party of 5. So the easiest way to do this is to just write down the letters and then hit them in the correct order. You can bring any characters along, it really doesn't matter. Just make sure you have 5 characters. And the name of this song, by the way, is Go Tell Aunt Rudy. Or Go Tell Aunt Rhodey. Okay, so on the first turn, the order you're going to want to hit the notes boxes in is E, E, D, C, C, and on your second turn, you're going to go ahead and choose D, D, E, D, C, on your third turn, you're going to go ahead and choose G, G, F, E, E, and on the fourth and final turn, you're going to want to choose D, C, D, E, and C. Alrighty, so after playing the very hard cubic musical score 7, the cubes should disappear, and that will mean that you have done it correctly. And for playing the correct tune, you should get an item. And this one is the High Wind Amulet accessory. So go ahead and check that out. It is windproof, which nullifies wind element damage. A very excellent accessory. So with all of that out of the way, we have done pretty much everything that we can possibly do up to this point, side quest wise. Go ahead and jump back on the magic taxi and head to the Great Gate. It's finally time to progress on with the storyline. But if you go ahead and take a look at everything we've got, we have gotten so much new stuff, so many new accessories, and this stuff is really good stuff. So go ahead and exit Uhra to the world map. And we are going to finally choose the destination that we have been avoiding for a while. The Great Ancient Ruins. And I know you guys have been begging to go here.
It's been a long time.
It certainly has.
You've been here before?
Yep, I never thought I'd be back.
Yep, we need it again, though.
Need what?
The power that comes from synergy with magic energy.
There is a technique to amplify the various powers that abound in nature. It uses a unique form of psychic energy by means of spells that have existed since ancient times. They say there is a stone that this psychic energy is bound within. That's what you mean, right?
Ah, you sure know your stuff. But I guess after 1,000 years, I mean, who wouldn't?
Hey,
Ow,
that's enough.
Oh, my.
Jeez.
She does that.
Moms are like that.
Wait, back up. So the treasure you're talking about is a stinking rock? There was plenty where we came from.
Yeah, there's a magic stone somewhere around here that binds the psychic energy of our ancient ancestors. I risked my life to get one a long time ago. That's what made the Nautilus more powerful than any other ship in the world.
Oh, well, that clears it up.
A waste of power.
What's the matter?
With the power of the stone, the people here flourished. But this power also brought them to ruin.
Yes.
The same thing is going to happen again.
This time, we'll see more changes. There is more magic energy now, and I think it's more sinister.
Okay, so after the scenes, you will now be on the outside of the Great Ancient Ruins. Go ahead and use the save point to the left. And that's going to conclude this episode of Let's Play Lost Odyssey. And I'll see you guys next time, where we go ahead and enter these ruins and get some pretty cool stuff. This area is kind of tricky, so it might take more than one episode, but I'm gonna go ahead and try and squeeze it all into one, but I don't think that's possible. So it might take 2 episodes, possibly 3, but we'll get it done. So yeah, I'll see you guys back on the next episode of Let's Play Lost Odyssey.